We all know the official story about Biggie's death, drive-by shooting in Los Angeles. Case never solved. But what if the real story was hiding in plain sight this whole time? What if someone who was there, someone who knew Biggie intimately, has been sitting on explosive information that could blow this whole thing wide open? Enter Charli Baltimore. If you don't know who she is, she was more than just another rapper in Biggie's circle. She was his girlfriend, his confidant, and according to recent revelations, she might have been the last person he trusted with his deepest fears and biggest plans. Charli claims that Biggie was scared, not just nervous about the business move, but genuinely terrified for his life. Think about that for a second. This is the Notorious B.I.G. we're talking about, the King of New York, and he was afraid. Now, I want you to imagine being in Biggie's shoes. You're at the peak of your career, but you're trapped in a contract that's making everyone rich except you. You've got a plan to break free, to finally get what you deserve. But you know that plan could get you killed. But wait, it gets even more twisted. Charli believes that Faith Evans, Biggie's own wife, knew exactly what was going down. And not only did she know, but she's been protecting the very people who might have been involved in his death. Think about this timeline for a minute. Faith gets pregnant during one of Biggie and Charli's breakups. Biggie's scared to tell Charli about it. His own mother has to break the news. Meanwhile, Biggie's making plans to leave Bad Boy and take his whole crew with him. Then, just months later, he's dead. Faith Evans is still defending Diddy. She's still saying their relationship was perfect, that there's no way he could have been involved. Even Biggie's own mother, Valletta Wallace, spent her life saying something wasn't right. She wrote in her book that Diddy lured her son with just $25,000, pocket change for what Biggie was worth. She believed until the day she died that there was a massive conspiracy to keep the truth hidden. Your blood boil. After Biggie died, what was Diddy's first priority? Grieving? Supporting the family? He was obsessed with making sure Biggie's posthumous album became the best-selling album ever. He even pushed to be on the cover of Rolling Stone instead of honoring Biggie's legacy. But the most damning piece? Diddy literally admitted in an interview that Biggie's death made him millions. He said at least 2 million copies of his own album sold because of Biggie's death. Let that sink in. The man who was supposed to be Biggie's best friend and mentor profited massively from his death over 25 years later. And finally, people are starting to talk. Charli Baltimore might be ready to tell us everything Biggie told her in those final months. All those late-night conversations, all those fears he shared, all those plans that died with him. The question is, are we ready to hear the truth? Because if what Charli is saying is real, this goes way deeper than just one tragic night in Los Angeles. What do you think? Are you ready for Charli Baltimore to tell us what really happened? Do you believe that Faith Evans has been hiding the truth all these years? And most importantly, do you think we'll ever get real justice for Biggie? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to stay updated on this story as it develops, make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. Because something tells me this is just the beginning. The truth has a way of coming out eventually. And after 25 years of silence, maybe it's finally time for the world to know what really happened to the Notorious B.I.G.